out, Josh ain't going for the switch. I just wanna find for a miss. Keep your eyes stayed on me for the blessing. Treasure up in the heavens, we snatch it. Look at the change upon my nation. Yeah, look at the change upon my nation. Look at the change upon my nation. Yeah, look at the change upon my nation. All that power in the keys, yeah, but I really wanna use that.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to those Indiexgeekz. My name is Q.
I'm just raised.
We are back again. It's an anime episode because it's just the two of us. So, how's your day going, man? Is it going cool?
Good now that my AC's on.
Up in there sweating, boy.
Believe. In there feeling like I'm on my way to Namek under 100 times gravity.
Dude, they used to sweat so hard. They were sweating so, and I didn't think about it when I was a kid. But obviously, when you're a kid, you're all like, "Oh, that's so cool!" Like I couldn't do that because you still understand gravity as a child. But like, I was like, "Dang, they sweating bullets. Why they sweating so hard?" And then I never thought to myself like that has to be a hard thing to do. Even probably
Bruh,
one times the gravity, we would have a hard time.
facts.
Just,
100 times? Like, that's crazy. That is crazy.
and then the sweat would just be like Vaseline, just
Facts. Facts.
man, I will never forget when freaking Yamcha tried to go in there and train like Vegeta because he was jealous, and he was jealous. Vegeta took his girl, man, and he was, and this
If
bro,
only if only Kalani made folded back then.
bro,
Because that's exactly what happened to that brother.
oh, he folded so quick, bro.
That's
It's
exactly what happened to that
it's
brother.
crazy though because not too many people give him credit. He gets more credit than Krillin, but not too many people give him credit because he might have he might have folded, but he still lived after facing 100 times. You
Yeah,
got to think about it that way. He's a human being, granted,
true.
an over average human being, but still a human being. And he went in there and said, "I'm a train like Vegeta." Got up in that mud and said, "Whoo!"
Thanks. Do we ever? That's interesting that you say that because you just made me think of something. Do we ever know how good his baseball career was?
Apparently, he was doing okay. He was
Like, was
doing
he the Shohei Otani? Like, was he the Otani of the Dragon Ball universe?
basically. Well, basically, because if you think about it, think about it
I'm
this
like, he
way:
was a Z fighter. Like,
trains
he should have been cold.
he trains consistently, right? So yeah,
Right.
he's gonna be nice, and I guess they demonstrated that in the show a little bit. Like when the pitcher threw, he's like, "Oh wow," and he just goes, "Tap," and the ball just like goes out of. And I was just like, "That's not even fair at this point." They're just
It's not. Like, this brother knows how to do martial arts techniques. Why
he's
wouldn't he be nice?
he's wrestled with aliens. He's
Right.
wrestled with alien beings, and he's out here fighting and stuff to save the world, and he is trying to be an all star of baseball is crazy. But talking about like the Z fighters and stuff, man. Like I've noticed nowadays that they are giving so much more credit to like Krillin and Yamcha and Tien and them because everybody's starting to realize they're humans in the Dragon Ball Z world. Like a human's
Right.
normal power level is like 5
That
if they're
part.
like above average. Even Mr. Satan or Hercule for our American tsunami people. Even Hercule, he like has an over average or over above whatever you would call it, like a better than average power level. And so does
Hmm.
Videl and Chi Chi. Chi Chi's the strongest woman in the world and nobody talks about that ever. Well, she was until Android 18. But
Yeah, that's fair.
yeah. So nobody, but she's the strongest human woman in the world.
You think she's stronger than Videl?
I would think so. She has more experience.
She does have more experience, but we ain't seen Chi Chi fight in a minute.
She still trains. It's
Does
like
she?
noted, yeah, because she trained with Gohan. She
Mm.
train she trains with Gohan, but she just doesn't. She wants him to be in his studies all the time, so she stops. Like she becomes more of like a teacher in that sense.
But technically, Videl trains with Gohan too, though.
Yeah, but she trains with Gohan's training her, and where did Gohan learn it from? His dad and his mom,
And Piccolo.
mostly Piccolo. Let's be real. Let's be real. Okay, like okay, because I'm not gonna discredit Goku like that. I'm not one of those people. I'm not one of those people out here that's like Goku's a horrible dad because blah 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 blah. But he's actually a pretty decent dad. But like, he only really trained Gohan that one time in the time chamber, which counted for how many days or years or weeks or however long it was. It was like a
Yeah,
couple
I forgot
months,
how long
right?
they were actually in there. Yeah, but that would have been like years though, in chamber time, right?
They only had like 6 hours, right, or something like that, or an hour.
Something like that.
No, they spent
So
a
it was
year in
something like
there.
that.
They spent a year in there
Yeah,
because it was like an hour or something. So,
yeah.
but I'm just kind of like, still, Piccolo had how long did he have with Gohan? Dang, let me look at it really. We don't have our man in the chair, Mister Prodigal. Shout out Prodigal. He's at work, but hold on. Yeah, because I was thinking. I love how that's like the first question that pops up on there. Oh, okay, so there you go. Piccolo trained him for approximately 1 year leading up to the Saiyan's arrival. So they basically had
Yeah,
the same amount of training time.
and that's crazy. Piccolo had him when he was like 5.
Exactly. So he didn't even. So Goku didn't even have to get because if Chi Chi trained him when he was coming up on the daily, and he probably did some stuff alongside of his dad. If you think about it that way, like they were probably a training family, but only a little bit with Gohan. Like most of his first training and growing pains went through Piccolo.
Yeah,
And then, by the time he gets with his dad, he already experienced being on Namek, fighting the Ginyu Force, fighting Frieza,
getting his potential unlocked.
getting his
Yeah,
potential unlocked. So he already made it that far with Piccolo's training. And then, when Goku gets in the room with them, they spend a year in the hyperbolic chamber. So it's like they probably had about equal amounts of time. He just didn't have to deal with all the beginner stuff. So if you think about it, Goku was like the advanced training.
yeah. He taught him how to turn Super Saiyan and saw his potential to turn Super Saiyan 2 in that training. So it was just like,
But okay, so them aside, everybody's starting to realize that the humans have ridiculous copious amounts of strength, and if they were to be placed in any other anime, they would own everybody. Like if you placed
that's true.
Yamcha, if you this was a hot take that somebody said they're like if you place Yamcha in any other anime universe, he would kill everyone. It's just like
Wolfang
that
fast.
that Wolfang fist. That Wolfang fist would probably actually work for the first time since Dragon Ball.
Man, he used to try to pull that out so much, and it'd be like, man, get out of here.
He said,
Wolfang
Wolfang fist.
fast. Cut to him folded on the ground.
Just, ah. No, he didn't even get the chance to do it on old Cyberman, homie. Cyberman was just all like, "Nah, you're a problem already. I'm just gonna explode." Like that's crazy.
Bruh,
You're done. But if he was
straight
in any
exploded
other
on that man.
universe, it's like okay, because people were finally realizing Krillin is ill. He's the strongest human, and he boxes with Saiyans, even though they might be taking it easy on him, because everybody wants to try and get like give that buffer, but I'm just all like Goku's really not the type to like pull punches like that when he's training. If he's training with you, he's training with you. Unless it's like even with Gohan. Gohan had him running for his life in there.
That part. But the funniest part to me was the cap that Super continues to put out. Like, y'all really got Krillin pushing this man to Super Saiyan Blue. Like, what are we doing, bro? What are we
Krillin's
respect
strong. We can't give
respect the
Krillin
Krillin
that.
being strong.
We got
Respect this Krillin being the strongest human. But come on now,
we can't give Krillin
come on
each
now.
one. We can't give him at
No,
least that.
no,
We can't give him at
no,
least that.
no,
Come on now.
no,
If you
no.
if you had the strongest human on your team, you're on a team of interdimensional beings, space aliens, and whatever. Like, and you had the strongest human on your team. He should be at least able to box with every single person on that team, even if it's like level one boxing. And he should be at least able to push you to the point where you feel like you need
No, not
to go
Super
there.
Saiyan Blue.
Actually, Goku
Super
was kind of
Saiyan
petty.
2, maybe.
Goku was kind of petty for that because he didn't need to go blue.
He didn't.
He didn't
And the
need
fact that they
to.
was actually like, all right, haha, nah, nah, stop it, stop it.
He was like,
Bad,
ah,
bad Dragon
ah.
Ball Super. Bad Dragon Ball Super.
I don't know about that. I was
But
okay
I do
with
have
it
a question.
because
I have a question. Since we're talking about Dragon Ball right now, who, what fit did Gohan steal the best? What was Gohan's best stolen fit? Because I didn't even realize this till I saw that that TikTok
oh,
that
that one
this
meme.
man stole everybody's outfit and wore it better than them.
It's
Which
kind of
one did he
true.
wear the best?
It's kind of true. Like
Which one did he
whatever,
wear the best?
whoever said that fit from the Great Sandman fit was clean. I was just like, nah, it wasn't. It's a onesie with a freaking kimono over it and a belt
With
with the
the
boots.
sand
He wasn't.
gloves
He
and
put it
the
on.
boots.
I'm not
He
saying
was
he didn't
he
put it
was
on.
clean.
I'm
He
not
was
saying he didn't put it
clean.
on. He put that on. I'm just saying
Take the cape
it's
and the helmet off. That's a clean fit.
I don't know.
That's a
It's not
clean
my
fit.
favorite. It's not my favorite. The only I feel like he he stole Piccolo. Well, he didn't steal it, but he got given Piccolo's fit, and he just wore it better, in my opinion.
He did. Even
Cause
though I didn't like the extended shoulder sand armor, he still as a kid wore that that was clean on him as a child.
I would say that yeah, that was clean, but I like the strapless, not strapless, but
Yeah.
the ones with
The single
the
strap. The G
yeah,
Unit Jones.
the G unit, the G unit
The
ones.
G Unit saying armor.
That's the first thing I thought of when I was a kid. I was like
We
50.
ain't here. What? We ain't here. What? Get the jumper poppin'. We don't care.
I was like, I want me one of them tank tops. Where do you get them?
That was the cleanest sand armor, though.
That
Let's
was
be
the
clear. That
cleanest
was the
sand armor.
cleanest sand armor
I
on
remember
everybody.
seeing that. I remember seeing that because as a kid, you know, we didn't get all the Dragon Ball Z episodes until like dang near we were almost out of high school. So like in in uh in the Toonami world because they gave them to America so late or they dubbed
Mm,
them so late. So like we didn't see the Cell Saga yet. So I remember seeing like a poster when I went to Chinatown and we were just going through the stores and we were in like one of the import stores where they sell like all this like memorabilia posters and action figures and stuff. And I remember seeing this is when I was a kid. I remember seeing the fits from the Cell games, and I was just all like,
mm.
"What are they wearing?" Because that is hard. Number one, what's Vegeta doing here?
Hey,
What
at
is
least you knew
that?
who they were. At least
Yeah,
you knew who they were. I remember seeing the pictures because I used to in middle school. I used to like draw the Dragon Ball Z, so I would like print out the artwork and like draw it on my own. And I saw the triple father son command man. So it was
yeah,
like Goku, Gohan, and then Goten.
yeah,
And I was like, who are these people? And this is before we ever got to like the Cell games or
yeah.
the Buu Saga. So I didn't know who Goten was. I didn't know who none of these people were.
Nobody knew who
Like
Goten was.
I think at the time Garlic Jr. had just dropped. Like
Yeah,
the movie had just dropped. So
that's
I
around the
didn't know
same
nothing
time.
about. Yeah, I
Yeah,
didn't know nothing about none of that. So I was like, who are these people with
that
blonde hair
that was like that
with
was around
different
the same
fits?
time that I saw that poster like of the Cell Games layout, and I was just all like, "Who? Yamcha cut his hair? He ain't got a new fit? What is happening here?" And just like it bugged me out because I was just all like, "So you're telling me?" Because I didn't have like comprehension of this. I was just all like, in my head, I think I made it up the lore in my head when I was a kid. I was just
Hmm.
all like, well, maybe Vegeta decides to stop being evil because the next evilest guy is so evil that the evil guy has to help him out. Does Nappa come back? That was my question when I was a kid. That was stupid.
I still want to see a Super Saiyan Nappa with the gold goatee. I feel like that would be fire. I feel like that would be fire. I'm just saying.
He just no. What if he just grows a full beard? Like instead,
That's his Super Saiyan 3?
he's Super Saiyan
His
3. He
Super
just,
Saiyan 3. He
just
got the
grows a full
extendo
beard.
beard.
The extendo beard is crazy, and it comes up like a full
Oh, he got
blonde
the villain
beard.
twirly mustache.
Talking about Vegeta. No, man,
Oh,
like
that's funny.
that's crazy, but yeah, I don't. Back to my earlier point, any other human in Dragon Ball Z because they're planetary, and people argue this point all the time. But y'all who don't know, Dragon Ball Z characters are planetary. Anybody who's fighting in the major battles, they are planetary, so they can all blow up planets. So shut up.
Yeah. Like when
Even
you talk about power scaling in anime in general, like it's certain things you have to take into factor, like you said, the planetary, different cosmic levels of power, and just like certain even like the coolest looking anime sometimes don't even scale even close to the power levels that Dragon Ball had. So it's just like you can't even really compare of like real recognized real. You can't really compare those two once you start putting power scaling into
if you
play.
put
Even
any of the
though
humans into the Naruto verse, bro,
they're killing everybody. It's not
they're at
fair.
least throwing bows with what's his face, um the Uchiha dude, the grandpa, what's his name,
What you talking about, Madara?
Madara. They're at least throwing hands with Madara, if not taking him out.
Yeah, you can't really. It's like
I put my
like
money
you
on
said when you're
Krillin.
dealing with planetary.
If it's Madara and Krillin, I'm putting my money on Krillin. I'm sorry, that's not.
I mean, I feel like you got to. I feel like you got to at this particular point. Like, what else?
Like, what are you
What
gonna
else you
do?
finna do?
What are you doing? He's stupid strong for no reason in this universe. Like, if he kept all the faculties that he has over in Dragon Ball Z in that universe, it's over. And don't put, for the love of God, don't put Goku over there or Vegeta.
Right,
They're owning the entire universe in a day.
right.
But but yeah, man, that's crazy. What are some more like anime hot takes that people
You
have been
said you
talking
had
about lately?
you said you had a few. I
I
still
do
can't think
have
of
a
mine from
few. I
earlier.
don't. I do have a few, but I don't know if they really make that much sense. Like, I think they just, and they might, that might be like, just like a hot take thing because most hot takes don't make sense. People just say stuff, but sometimes people be making sense. Legit.
I
Like
think
some,
something. I seen something the other day where they had Sakura versus Maki,
mm,
and it was just like respect, all respect to Maki. She getting packed up though.
oh yeah, Maggie's gone.
Let's be real. Let's be real. Like, it's not even
That's
close.
not even a hot take,
It's not even close. And I know people hate on Sakura because the BS she was on in
but
Lil
that's not
Naruto
accounting
and
for
in
her
Shippuden.
strength. That's not accounting for her
Exactly.
strength and her skill
She's
as a ninja.
literally the strongest female in Naruto. Like, what are we talking about?
Only second, only second to Fifth Hokage. What's her name?
No, she's stronger than her.
Tsunade?
She's stronger than
Oh
her.
yeah, she gets stronger than Tsunade, obviously.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, like, I'm just saying, if she were to have boxed with anybody else in that universe, it would be Tsunade, Lady Tsunade, and no, there's literally nobody else that has
Yeah.
hands with
That's
Sakura,
it.
bro.
That's it.
There's literally
So it's
nobody
like if
else.
she connects on a punch,
It's
it's over.
over, bro.
It's over.
You be
And
fo-
she's
you
a
be
medical
fo-
ninja at that.
Come pick up your clothes. Your chest is folded.
And I love Maki. Shout out to JJK, but ain't no way, bro.
I love Maki.
Ain't no way.
Maki took
Ain't no way.
Maki took that entire clan, but she ain't taking
Man,
Sakura.
nah. That's a
She might
different
be able to
clan.
hold on.
That's a different problem.
She might be able to hold on for like a second. She might be able to hold on for a couple minutes, but
Maybe.
she ain't making it out. Well, okay,
She
because
not.
now here's the thing. Because I know this is something you don't understand because you don't really watch Tokusatsu like that. But like now, people are doing all these, dream matches and imaginary matches between Kamen Rider and these other
Mm,
universes. Now, Kamen Rider, for all intents and purposes, a single Kamen Rider, the main Kamen Rider of the story or whatever season or whatever it is, has to theoretically be stronger than any team of people. Like any team of power. Like if you're equating it to the Power Rangers, he has to be just that much stronger or as strong as that team because he's fighting by himself most of the time.
mm,
So like it's not like so people are like power scaling outside of this, and I'm just all like they're doing stuff like what if who did they say? What if Madara fought Kamen Rider Agito? And I'm just all like that doesn't even work. number one, number one, because if you put Madara in a situation where he's fighting Kamen Rider Agito, I would probably give it to Agito because like what you don't know is the fact that like a lot of these Kamen Rider have a lot of these Kamen Rider have powers like powers equated to like a god,
mm,
so they're not like to power scale them to other characters is just it doesn't make any sense to do
mm,
unless you're talking about like in their universe or in like the Super Sentai or Power Ranger universe. Like I remember the first time I told this story over my channel, but like the first time I got into Kamen Rider or Mass Rider as it was called here, it was when he slapped up second generation Power Rangers and made them look funny in front of their whole squad. Like
mm,
I was like, what is going on? He's sitting there taking the entire team, talking about some you guys because he didn't know if they were good or not.
mm.
So if he's sitting there boxing with Tommy and what would be the Red Ranger but Rocky, I feel like Jason would have probably had more hands when it came to fighting Mass Rider. But in any case, he's boxing with the whole team, and they're having a tough time.
That's funny.
His squad came in and started fighting them. So because he was fighting Tommy in the Red Ranger, so he was just all like, I don't care who you are, you will fall in the name of the Mass Rider. And I was like, oh no! And as a kid, I was like, this dude is lit. Like how he kicking everybody? He said, I don't care who you are, you will fall. And I was just all like, this is crazy. And so like and the Power Rangers, I ain't never seen the Power Rangers start acting like that. They said, hold on a second. Wait a minute. Wait a minute now.
Wait!
Hold on.
Wait!
And he said, no. Bah! Come pick up your clothes. Your chest is folded. Tommy said some ah. And he had the shield and everything. I was surprised. But like
Oh, that's funny.
them putting them the Kamen Riders in the other scenarios, it's fun to think about, but it's like it doesn't make any sense.
That
It
makes
just
sense.
doesn't make any sense. The power
Based
scale is
on
too much.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's the thing with certain verses. It's just like the power scaling is so like lopsided. It's kind of hard. That's why Death Battle is just like sometimes they have good matches, and then sometimes it just be like, come on now, what we
Right,
talking about? Like
dude.
what we talking about?
I gotta have one of you guys on when I watch a death match because or a death battle because number one, then people be arguing with me in the comments too much. Like y'all need to calm down. But my opinion is my opinion, and that is my opinion. But
I still gotta watch
like
the Ichigo versus Yusuke joint.
that's the one. That's the one I'm talking about. I was like, how? Why are you doing? When I saw that, I was like, y'all are really gonna do this to this boy Yusuke, bro. Why are y'all doing this to Yusuke? What did he do to you? Like, what is
That
what
matchup just don't even seem right,
the
like at all.
the street thug versus the guy who has every DNA in the universe?
Man, man, man.
I
What are
said,
we
this is.
talking about?
I'm sure it'll be dope because I haven't watched it yet, but I'm sure it'll be dope. But I'm still like, why is this even a
Why are we doing
match?
this? Right? Like, why are we doing it?
Like, I would put Yusuke versus like I would put Yusuke versus Yuji from JJK.
Okay,
That
okay,
that makes more sense to me.
it
Like
does. Demons, curse spirits,
Demon's
kind of
Curse Spirits,
similar.
Yusuke is just, uh, and that's hard too because I can't. As much as I'm a fan of Yusuke Urameshi, I don't know if I'm saying he's running hands with Yuji like that. Well, he's running hands with Yuji like that, but is he winning?
That part. And it also depends on what version of Yuji we're talking about.
That's what I'm saying. Like he's still got what's his Sakuna in there, or what's his name,
Well,
Sakuna?
yeah. If we talking about just JJ, if we're talking about just JJK, okay,
Yeah, yeah.
okay,
If we're talking about just JJK, okay.
okay.
But that
That'd
that
be interesting though.
they would run them hands for real. But when it gets into the we're turning this up a notch because Yusuke is all like, I gotta tap into my demon powers or whatever. That's
Now that
probably
would
not
be
gonna.
interesting.
It's not gonna end well for Yusuke though, in my opinion.
It'd be interesting to see because we don't know how far like that we never really seen that level pushed for real.
Yeah,
Like even when he had it, it is like when he first did it, yeah, he got pushed by Shinsui, but that was the first time he ever did it. You talking about like putting training and all that stuff like that behind that, like we don't know how far he could take
we don't know how
that
far
particular
he's
power
come.
level.
We don't know how
That
far he's
part.
come. But he's presumably, if we're talking about Yusuke after the events of Yu Yu Hakusho, if he kept training and he developed over them years, then he's a problem. He's
Facts.
basically the Demon King at this point.
Facts.
So, so like, I don't know, but Falcon is a brat, bro. He just
For
doesn't
sure.
want to go down.
For sure. And I mean, based on his history, it makes sense. based, on, based on his history. But yeah, that I wouldn't be mad at seeing that type of death battle. But when they said Yusuke versus Ichigo, I was just like,
Why?
why? Why? Why?
Why? Why?
Why are we doing
We y'all just hate Yusuke at this point. Like you just want to see him. You want to see him lose. Like that's what you want. Even with freaking what's that called? Jump Force. I love that game. Other people don't love that game. I don't like how it's designed, but I love playing it. So like
it was fun,
it was
but
fun.
it was just, yeah.
It just didn't look good. It just did not look good. When you got into like heavy battles with somebody and powers and stuff are flying everywhere, it's like you could barely see anything on the screen. It was just like,
Yeah.
what are we doing? But like even in that scenario, some of those matchups, because I remember playing Yusuke versus Ichigo, and I'm just like, this doesn't even make sense to do. Like, like in a real, like in a real fictional battle, like I'm sorry, Yusuke is done. This dude knows however many forms of combat because of being a Soul Reaper. Plus, he's a
Yeah,
swordsman. Plus,
yeah,
he'll just plus Ichigo just runs them hands anyway.
yeah.
He's not like they're both like supposed to be 15, 16, right? Like
Ichigo never looked 15, 16. I'm like, who is this grown, tall child?
Swedish model,
Child having this in this Soul Reaper universe. Like this man is
bro.
huge.
When he kicked, what was his name? Grimjow or whatever, Grimjow or whatever. When he kicked
Grimjaw.
his out the window, when he was just all like, "Get off
Yeah.
my bed, bro."
The way
This
everybody was just posted up in his room at any given time, it was just like, bruh, what y'all on, bruh?
for real. How you going into this child's? How you going into this child's room right now talking about some Ichigo Kudasai? Like I was just like, "Hey, you're in a 15-year-old's room right now," and how
Age don't
quick
mean nothing to
Orihime?
hollows.
Apparently not. And Orihime with the freaking assist, just like the window was already open. I was like, golly, they already knew it was down. That's why everybody was just like,
Yes.
did nobody move? That was the funniest part of that scene. Nobody was scared. They were just they were just sitting there, just where he really wants to run them in. I said, get
That's what he
off my
wants.
bed.
Oh
I
man.
heard, oh, he kicked him. He said, come pick up your clothes. Grimjow
Oh
got
man.
a folding.
Oh, my face hurts.
Oh
Oh,
no, dude, that freaking Ichigo version. Oh man. No, we should do a freaking group watch or whatever.
of what? That fight?
Death battle. Death
Oh,
battle.
Death
There was
Battle.
another.
Yeah.
There was another one too. It was Gojo versus somebody else. But Gojo versus anybody else, I'm kind of like, ooh.
Yeah. It depends on who he fighting.
That'd be funny if it was Yamcha. Were they going over?
Wolfang
Were they going over his skills and abilities? Wolfang Fist! What do you got in your arsenal? Well, let's see. The Kamehameha, the directional energy ball, and Wolfang.
The directional, the directional energy ball was slept on. That
Oh,
was cold.
absolutely.
That was cold. It wasn't strong, but it was cold.
I hate how I hate how he did that initially, and then Krillin stole his shine. Krillin started doing it out of no. I was just like, when did Krillin learn that? Krillin learned it and started doing it, and they had him featured in a movie doing it before him. Like I was like, dang. And they had Yamcha doing it in a movie, and it didn't work.
That part.
Make it make sense. He used it.
That
He
part.
used it against that lobster dude in Tree of Might, and he looked like a lobster. I don't remember. It was weird.
Yeah, I don't think I don't know. Toriyama just had something against Yamcha.
I was like, why do you hate Yamcha so much? I thought he said at one point he said that Yamcha was like the depiction of him inside of the story or something like that.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Because I was just all like, when did he become less of a cool bandit and more of a joke? What happened?
As soon as they got older.
Man, as soon
And
as
then-
they found out everybody was from a different dimension or an alien.
Like, yeah, we're gonna pack him in. And every time somebody needed to get packed up, Yamcha was the first one to go. Yamcha was the first one to go. He got blown up in the Sand Saga. The brother got a hole punched through him in the Android Saga. Every time they needed somebody backed up,
I
he was
can't
the
wait.
first one to go.
I can't wait for the Galactic Federation arc to start so this man gets some freaking redemption because he's actually
Oh,
dope.
he gets redemption in there?
Yeah, he's actually dope in the Galactic Federation arc. Like in the
Mm,
I think in the moral arc is what they're calling it or whatever. But
yeah.
like, yeah, he actually gets some redemption because he joins the Galactic Police or whatever. But all of them do, I think. I think TN does as well.
Hmm.
Yeah, the
So, I mean,
humans get
they
slept
might as
on,
well, though,
man.
to be honest.
They're actually Earth's protectors. Like,
Right. That's what I'm saying. They might as well join
I'm
it.
just
Yeah,
saying.
protectors of Earth
I
might as well be
remember
there.
what was it? And then we got to probably head out, but like the freaking what was it? I forget what movie it was. I think it was the BoJack movie when Krillin just like caught Yamcha. Like, well, I was like, why is he catching L's like this? And Krillin caught him and like threw. I forget what that was.
Bruh.
It was one of the movies where Krillin said, "Huh, ah." He said, ah. I was like, how did Krillin catch you? Usually Krillin's the one getting knocked out first, which is the hilarious part.
Facts.
Especially when but it's always because he's fighting somebody like super strong. Like, he never
Right.
gets knocked out of the frame because he took on a super weak dude.
Yeah, that's true. It just always feels like he gets knocked out by like, well, nah, I can't say that. He always seems to get knocked out by enemy fodder.
Oh yeah, it kind of seems like that.
Even though they do be aliens and supernatural creatures, it's still like the fodder of the aliens and supernatural creatures.
It's
And
the
then next
it's
cut to Yamcha
yeah,
folded. Like,
dude. Both of them guys. You know it's a real battle when either one of them are all like Yamcha,
right.
Krillin, oh
But Krillin gonna at least get some good hits in, and then he gonna take one. See, I feel like the problem with Krillin is he had a glass jaw. Cause
no, oh
he'll get some good hits in, and then they'll catch him that one time, and he'll be done the rest of the fight.
yeah,
It'll be like, come on,
dude,
bro,
Gohan Gohan did more work on Namek than Krillin. Don't get it
bruh.
twisted, but like that's a hot take. Gohan did more work on Namek than Krillin, even though
I don't think that's such a hot take though. That's low
is it?
key facts.
I
That's
mean,
low key fact. Like you a grown man, you got outdone by like a 6 year old. Like, come on, bro.
granted that 6-year-old is part alien.
That's true. That's true.
He's
And
part
he was
alien,
teased as one of the strongest.
which
But
is neither here nor there because they were still kind of operating on the same level when they were going on their little adventure to collect the Dragon Balls themselves.
yeah,
And they were when they were fighting everybody. I'll give it to Krillin there. That was probably the dopest that Krillin has been in a while. Like just fighting the enemy fodder
yeah.
was when they were fighting all the bad guys, Frieza's team, and then the Ginyu Force because they were
Hmm.
they were actually doing some damage.
Yep. So Raccoon stepped up and it was just like, you know what? This ain't really this ain't really this
Now
ain't really
Raccoon,
this ain't really
nah. When Raccoon took when Raccoon said, "Hey, Baldy," I said, "No." Krillin was finally starting to do something. His powers got awakened. What did he awaken?
Facts. Facts.
Oh, you can't get knocked out after getting your powers awakened, bro. That's crazy.
That part. That part. And Gohan stood 10 toes against Frieza a couple times.
He even got
A
punched in the
couple
gut by
times.
Raccoon. He
That
got
part.
punched in the gut by Raccoon. He stood up to Frieza, made Frieza buckle in his, what was that, his second form? His second
Yeah.
form, he made him buckle.
And went head up with him in his final form. Like,
Gohan, Gohan was in the
Gohan put in
trenches.
more work than Krillin.
Gohan was in the trenches for
Gohan
real.
put in more work than Krillin. As a child.
People need
As a child.
respect. We were talking about humans this whole show, but like people need to put respect. That's what we need to talk about next. Put respect on Gohan's name.
Facts.
This Negro was out there 5 years old, boxing with the main villains
And
in
holding his
every
own for a little bit.
saga.
Exactly.
Even when he was 4, he hit Raditz in the stomach talking about some. Yeah,
Cracked his armor. Cracked his armor.
come pick up your clothes. You just got folded. Did you figure?
Oh.
We need to put an edit out. Just. Oh man,
Oh
man.
man, that's
Put
funny.
respect on that
That's
man's
funny.
name, though. Gohan was dope,
Facts.
bro.
Facts. And
That's crazy.
Piccolo, he was my first favorite character in Dragon Ball Z, but after I realized he would get folded 5 minutes into a match, it's funny because it's like so we had we had the ultimate punching bag Yamcha, then we had Krillin with the glass jaw, then we had Piccolo who was low key like one of the strongest Namekians, but he still had stamina issues. Like he
Not
couldn't go
low
longer than
key.
5 minutes.
They actually said it on the planet. No, that's true. That's wild. But it's true. They
That's
even
what I'm
said
saying.
it. They even said
He
it
had five
in the
minutes of
show.
fire. Anything over 5 minutes, he was up out of there.
Remember, Nail
He
was
was
all like,
out.
remember when Nail went fused with him, he was just all like, look, you're the strongest Namekian by far on this planet. If you fuse with me,
Facts.
we'll become even stronger. And he did.
Facts.
And he boxed with
hmm
Frieza up until Frieza was all like, nah, I'm cool. Let me
Let me go to my third form.
let me get over there real quick. Because you playing
Bro, when he was
around.
shooting my man with the little finger lasers, I was like, oh
I almost
no.
cried. I was like,
No.
bro, I was when I first saw that, I think I was like 13, 14. I almost started crying. I said, not Piccolo! Not again!
Because he was just sitting there taking it.
He said,
His body was lifeless. He was just, He was getting shot like Cleo and set it off. I was like, no. No.
he got shut up like Ricky. Ricky!
I was like,
Ah!
no.
I
Stop
said,
Piccolo.
tears ran down my face when Piccolo got shot up by Frieza, bro. That
Bruh.
crap was crazy mess, bro.
Facts.
And he still came out of it alive. Very good man. Only because of Dende, right? Because Dende healed him.
Yeah. Shout out to Dende. Dende, low key, might be one of the MVPs on that.
Oh, he had to be. He was healing up everybody until he got zapped. Until Frieza was
Facts.
all like, "Skip, you're the one doing all this." Frieza stepped outside. I hate Frieza so much. He stepped outside of the narrative of the story and looked and saw what was happening. That was helping the trump card that was helping everybody. He said, "How is everybody? How are you bet? Hold on a second, narrator. It's him. It's him. Like,
I don't
no."
think I don't think we've seen a step outside of anime normalcy like that from Frieza till like what Gachiakida when Shorty pulled
Oh
the
yeah.
blicky. She upped the
Oh,
blicky on Shorty. She was like, "Can
that part was
anybody hear
hilarious.
us here?"
No,
Oh no, they
no
can't.
one can hear you scream. Oh my god! I can't wait till Gachiakina comes back, bro.
Bro, I need that season 2, dog.
I can't
Gachiakida
wait.
was so fire.
Gachi-
Gachiakida was so. When she upped the blicky on Shorty, I was too
I
through because I
was
was like,
rolling,
"What is
bro.
happening?" Even she was like, "That's a gun. What are you doing with that?"
She said, "Wait a minute, we're supposed to be using powers. Here's my power." I was all like, "Yo, when
Oh
did this
man.
turn into this anime? I thought we were using magical objects. What
And
happened to the
techniques.
magical
What is
trash?
happening?
The techniques and the magical trash?" She
Oh,
said, "Nah, I got this 9. Clip." So, but
Oh,
no, I can't wait till Godzilla comes back because of crap like that.
facts. That was hilarious, bro. That was
But
hilarious.
yeah, we gotta get going. But we're happy you
For
guys
sure.
tuned in. If you like what you saw, please like, subscribe, hit the little ring notification thing, let you know when we come out with a new episode. Somebody said, box that ring up. I'm not gonna. I'm just gonna say, I've been Q. That's just Race. Have a good one. We're those indie geeks.
Until we meet again.
Viva Cristo Rey.